Yep, all right, here I am. We're talking to Allie Bush today about evidence-based practice. Allie, if you could go ahead and let everybody know a little bit about yourself, and we'll start the interview.
All right, my name is Allie Bush. I'm the interim head athletic trainer at Brevard College. I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida. I got my undergraduate degree at Florida State University. From there, I went to Tennessee Tech University in Cookeville, Tennessee. Got my master's there, and now I'm at Brevard College, and I've been at Brevard College for the past 3 years.
Cool. So today we're going to talk a little bit about evidence-based practice, what it is, what you know about it, and how you can, or if you cannot, how you would utilize it in the athletic training room setting, the clinical setting. So what is your actual working definition of evidence-based practice?
Okay, well, when I was in school, I don't believe we used the term evidence-based practice, but we knew what it was. We knew it was research. So it's more, why are you doing the things that you're doing clinically, and do you have anything to back up why you're doing this? So, hey, I'm going to do ultrasound. Well, why are you doing ultrasound? So you have the research to back up why you're doing it. So that's how I interpret evidence-based practice.
Okay, cool. And at Brevard College or in the past, wherever you have been, let's exclude the undergraduate setting where you've been certified working on your own. How have you utilized evidence-based practice? Have you been able to at all?
Um, it's a loaded question, Dave.
Just answer it honestly. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I am. I think I apply what I was taught.
Okay.
So as far as staying up to date on new research that's coming out and maybe applying that, I don't feel like I do that as often. It's more so, hey, this is what I was taught in undergrad, this is what I was taught in grad school, this is what I'm going to keep doing. So it's more based off of my knowledge base of what I've had versus I still read articles, when it's really busy here. So whenever we have a chance, we do. And we take away stuff from CEUs also. But practically, I'm using what I've done that I know works. Like if I've done this treatment with someone, they had success with it, I might not have an article to back up why I did this, but it's okay, I was taught this, I'm going to do it. The student athlete feels better. It's working. So.
And that's something that a lot of athletic trainers and people in the healthcare facility do, as we know. And I think part of it is that athletic training is trying to move not necessarily away from that, but also have facts of like, okay, we do this, and this is why we do it. We have data. Here, look at this.
Right,
so
yeah.
people can be like, oh, wow, you really are important. You need to be here. So, and sometimes a lot of people don't actually feel that way, as we know.
Yes.
So, I know you read articles, and we have our actual experience. If with our CEUs and our now evidence-based practice CEUs that are more directed towards that, do you feel prepared to use evidence-based practice within your athletic training setting, your clinical setting?
I mean, I do, and I feel like we already do that. It's just termed differently now. So as far as, I think it's going to take a while which granted, we all know everything needs much more research. There's a lot behind what we do that there's not the data to support it or back it up. We just do what we've been taught or do what we've had experience doing. That seems to work. We keep doing it. So I try to apply it, but for the newer information that's coming out, I don't see me personally applying it yet. So I think it's harder to get out of the mindset because I know, and how we had talked about this earlier, as far as like ice, maybe ice isn't the best treatment option for things,
Mm-hmm.
but we've been just doing it for so long, and I feel like I've had good results with it. I think a lot of athletic trainers are like that. It's just going to take time to switch that mind frame,
Yeah.
that way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good move. It's just, especially for, I feel like, the older athletic trainers, it's just gonna.
Some people are so set in their ways.
Exactly.
You and I have
Yes.
know someone that we do it like this because that's what we've always done, or it's
Yeah.
well we do this because this. It's like, well, it's not exactly a formula.
Right.
You have to take each and everything into account, and that's something that has to do with this called a disablement model that we are learning about in another class, where it's you look at each and every part, and it's like, well, maybe too, it's a little bit about the mental or the psychological aspect of it, and we know, working with our athletes at Brevard College, there's a very large mental aspect of it, and I don't know if it is just there, but I feel like we have dealt with a lot of individuals that have had things that if you, me, Eugene, we were to address the psychological aspect, they got better that much quicker. Like ACL this past year with soccer, talked to her and she got that much better that much quicker. Just attitude is that much more important. So
I agree.
disablement models, and just not doing what we've been doing just because that's what we learned is hopefully what we can get towards at some point.
Yes.
So we covered that. I think we talked a little bit about how much experience you have with evidence-based practice. But I think we covered just about everything. So anything?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Anything else you have? You want to say about evidence-based practice, where you think it might be going? Anything you want to learn about it specifically?
I don't know. Like, I think it's important. I think there needs to be more research.
Absolutely.
I think we, as athletic trainers, it's part of our responsibility to try to keep up to date with the research. But like I said, I just think it's a transition and it's gonna take time for, I think, everyone not to be accepting of it, but just from changing how we think about one thing, just totally changing it. It's gonna take some time. So
definitely. All right.
But all
right. Well,
that's all I got.
That's great. Thank you for your time, Allie, and I'll talk to you soon.
No problem.
Have a
Sounds
good day.
Good. You too.
Bye.
Bye.